Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. Thank you for being here. My name is Andrew, coming to you from rainy Costa Rica. Today's topic is going to be narcissistic relationship, how it changed you. Think about that for a minute. Guys, if you like the content, please subscribe. So, recently I did a video on how the narcissist can change, and let's be real, they can't. So, this video will be how the narcissistic relationship changed you, and most likely forever. My hope is these changes are positive and you're growing moving forward. I'm going to dig into it right now. Before you met the narcissist, you were one individual. Remember that. Unless you were born into a narcissistic family, then that's a little bit different. But you were one individual. Then you met the narcissist. And that period of time, which was the duration of the narcissistic relationship, it changed you. And then the third version of you, this you post-narcissistic relationship, which again is most likely why you're here on the channel. And again, thank you very much for being here. I'm going to dig into the third part, the third version of you, which is post-narcissistic relationship. And what this is when you understand that you now see things completely different. You see the world through a different set of eyes that I mention on this channel frequently, because the narcissistic relationship has transformed you. It's changed you. It's allowed you to become awakened and aware and understand that you are the priority on this planet called Earth, and that for a period of time, the narcissist took advantage of you. And they took your resources and drained your bank account. The list goes on and on. I mentioned that again in other videos. But the changes, the way that the narcissistic relationship changed you, my hope is that it is for the best, it's for the better. Many people, they may not understand this message, but those of you who have actually healed properly and have healed in time, in your time, you understand that this relationship, you had to go through it. You had to endure all of its highs and lows, its ups and downs, its windy turns. It's everything about it, let's put it that way, to get you to this point in time right here, right now with me. Remember, there's no such thing as a coincidence on this planet called Earth. You're meant to be here right now. That's exactly where you're meant to be, and you're here. And I'm meant to be creating this video. But how the narcissistic relationship changed you, it changed you because now you have boundaries, or you're putting them in place. Now you won't tolerate poor behavior, or you will remove yourself from the environment. Maybe it's a restaurant, you're going out to dinner, and maybe you're going out by yourself. Maybe you're going out with your new romantic interest, friends, whomever. But maybe there's someone being belligerent in the restaurant. You can remove yourself from that now. You don't have to sit there and tolerate it. Maybe somebody who is or is not a narcissist is consuming your energy, and they're texting you and calling you, and they're hounding you. In other words, they're asking you for advice, opinions, support. Basically, they want you to be their sounding board. And in the past, you would have done that. But now you don't. Why? Because you have boundaries, and you understand that you're not going to be anyone else's punching bag for the rest of your existence on this planet called Earth. This is a test. The narcissistic relationship was a test. And if you've made it this far in the video, or if you are educating yourself on my channel and many others, you're gaining the wisdom. You're comparing my videos with your thoughts and your experiences, and you are coming up with ways to benefit yourself. That's exactly what you should be doing. But the narcissistic relationship, it has changed you. And it has changed you in many ways. Many people, they're not sure if they can find love again, or if they can trust people again, or if they can believe in humanity, things like that. The answer to all three of those, for me, is a resounding yes, yes, yes. You see, looking at the relationship and understanding it was a toxic, negative, draining relationship, if you look at it that way, and once you've healed properly, because it was, let's be real, let's call it the way it was, or maybe it is for some of you, and I'm not trying to trigger anybody, I'm just giving you my wisdom. But once you come through the fire and you rise through the ashes like the phoenix, and you understand that you had to go through the relationship, then you understand, yeah, there was no other path. This was the path. This was my destiny. This is what I had to do. And it wasn't fun. Yeah, there were some good moments in the relationship, but there were many that weren't. And yes, you experienced gaslighting, stonewalling, silent treatment, rage fits. That list certainly goes on and on. But once you come through the fire, you understand that, wow, you are changed. And it's my hope that you're changed for the best. My hope is that you are actually having your cup full, and your cup is full, and you're healing yourself and or helping other loved and trusted ones around you, or you're donating your time and your energy to things that fulfill you, not to the whims and the wishes of other people. Example, like I mentioned frequently, if people wanted you to do X, Y, and Z, like maybe go to school, for example, and become a doctor, well, maybe being a doctor isn't your calling. Maybe it's not your passion. Maybe being a writer or an author is your passion. That's what you should do. Why I mention that is because this relationship, the narcissistic relationship, it has now changed you forever, which means you now know that you are the priority. and you're going to do what you want, when you want, with whom you want. And that's how it should be. Because you now have the superpower. And the superpower, one of your superpowers, is narcissistic abuse awareness, because you've gone through the fire and you understand that you have this superpower. You need to use it. You need to utilize it. You need to harness it. If not now, when? You know, with this superpower comes great responsibility, like Spider-Man said a long time ago, or his Uncle Ben or somebody said it to him. I apologize, I should know that by now. But the point is, and I used to know it, the point is this is your superpower. You need to utilize it. You need to benefit yourself and to insulate yourself and to help others if you can. Many people go through the narcissistic relationship. Again, friend, family, lover, neighbor, business associate, whomever. But they never actually get the wisdom. They don't get the education. It's true. You are a fortunate individual to be on my channel and many others. And I'm grateful to be able to be here educating you and creating videos every day. I'm very blessed and grateful. I'm humbled and honored, and I know that. I am fortunate to be on this planet right now. Yes, I am. For many of you who have been with me for over a year and a half, you understand exactly what I'm talking about. And I'm certain if you're watching the video right now that maybe you too are fortunate to be on the planet if you understand what I'm talking about. Having said that, with all of the things you've experienced in life up until this point, you owe it to yourself to look at the narcissistic relationship in a way that will benefit you. This is when you've healed, by the way. That will benefit you and that will help others and make this planet called Earth a much more positive and enlightened place. Because, like I mentioned a moment ago, I didn't get to finish the train of thought, which is many people go through the narcissistic relationship. Many people are in it right now, and they don't have the education. They don't stumble upon YouTube. They don't research or type in the browser, Google, you know, whatever it was, narcissistic abuse or whatever, however you ended up here. They don't, but you did. Why? Because you have the foresight. You have the craving for the knowledge. You had the intuition. You had the yearning for education, and you still do so right now. And that's beautiful. That's the path. That's exactly what I do each and every day. I educate myself each and every day, and I've done so for 21 months, and I will continue to do so for the rest of my life. Remember, I don't watch TV, movies, sporting events. I don't consume mainstream media. There's no reason to. I want to educate myself each and every day. That's my path. That's my calling. That's my moonshot. That's what I'm doing, and that's what you're doing right now. But the narcissistic relationship, it has changed you. And again, if you look at it cup half full, or in my case, your cup is full, then that's beautiful. That's a good thing. That means you can contribute back to society. You can help people. Remember, on this channel, we are not victims. I don't use that word. I don't believe in being a victim. I really don't. What I believe is turning a negative into a positive and learning, growing, teaching if you can, becoming educated, awakened, and aware, and understanding that you have so much to offer this planet, no matter where you are on the planet, no matter what language you speak, no matter what country you're in, no matter what your situation is, you can always improve and you can help. So your superpower, narcissistic abuse awareness, and actually having come through the fire, it's a beautiful thing. It's not, I don't wish this upon anybody. Do I wish I went through it? Honestly, no. Would I change it for anything? Absolutely not. No. This is what makes me, me. This is what makes you, you. And you have to recognize it and embrace it and understand that if the relationship ended for you recently, that you have a lot of healing to do. You have a lot of inner work to do. You have a lot of processing to do. You have a lot of education to experience, and you need to do this. You absolutely have to do it. Nobody can do it for you. You have to do it yourself, just like I had to do it for myself. That's why I continue to educate myself each and every day, and so should you. Narcissistic abuse is prevalent on the planet. It is toxic. It's draining. It is mind-blowing when you can't even understand that people walk the planet like these people, narcissists. It blows your mind, but once you actually embrace it and understand it and recognize it, and you put all these, you correlate that with your relationship or past relationships, then you need to learn to insulate yourself, protect yourself, and this will change you. My hope again is it's change you for the better. It's change you for the betterment of yourself and those loved and trusted ones around you. You see, on the planet, everything depends on your perspective, how you look at it, how you look at things. Again, I mentioned the glass half full example. You can see a glass on a table and it can be halfway full with water. How do you see that glass? Do you see it halfway full or halfway empty? That is such a very basic example of how you see things. But using that analogy, which I've never done before in this video, and I probably won't do it again because I like the cup full analogy. But the point is, if you look at that cup, the glass half full, and you say it's half full, then that's a beautiful thing because that's how you see life. If you see it half empty, then you're wanting, you're yearning, you're craving, you're missing, you are lacking. And that's not how I want you to see things. I want you to see things in positive ways. Use positive affirmations, use positive words, become a positive person, and understand that this is the path, it's the way it should be. Now again, if the relationship has ended recently, I understand, I'm not trying to trigger you, but I understand it's difficult, and you're processing things, you're understanding, and you may be saying to yourself, well, Andrew, what are you talking about? I don't get that. You don't get it right now, and you probably won't. You will in time. In your time, you will understand that you had to go through this relationship to become a better version of yourself, to become a stronger version of yourself, to become a healed version of yourself, to put yourself first, second, and third, to become the priority, and to know that you are absolutely amazing and loved and beautiful. For those of you that have experienced the relationship, you've healed, and or you are well on the healing path, you know exactly what I'm talking about. Being positive, staying focused, staying true, being honest with yourself, being genuine, being reflective yet inspirational. That's the way you should be. That's exactly how you will grow, and you will inspire others to do so as well. See, remember, like I mentioned, everything depends on your perception. If you want to embrace life, live it to its fullest, and get the most out of it and contribute the most, you will do so. If you want to look at things post-narcissistic relationship that, no, if you find yourself stuck in a position like you're stuck somewhere, you can't get out of it, you have more work to do. That's exactly what that means. But this work you must do, I can't do it for you. You must get unstuck, which is a different video I created. The whole point of this video is to let you know that post-narcissistic relationship, it has changed you. It has changed you for the betterment. It's just a matter of time when you see that. You will see it in time. It took me a while to see it, but I see it crystal clearly now. And I am grateful, and I'm honored, and I'm humbled, and I'm blessed, and you should be too. Guys, that's the video. I hope you liked it. I loved doing it from rainy Costa Rica. This is Andrew. God bless you. Have a great afternoon. Stay true, stay blessed. Continue to become awakened and aware, and understand that the path you're on, it's your path. We are all on the same path, taking different steps, headed in the same direction. It's that simple. So if the relationship ended for you recently, I understand this video may not be for you. If the relationship ended a while ago and you've healed, this video is 100% for you, because you need to understand you're a changed person forever. But the change should be positive. It should be good. It should be growing, learning, growing, and teaching if you can. Guys, you are not alone no matter where you are on the planet. I love you. Have a great afternoon. I will talk to you tomorrow. And I'm sending you all a big virtual hug. I love you. God bless you. I will talk to you tomorrow. Enjoy your evening and be positive. Stay focused and continue to be true to yourself. I love you. Goodbye.